What the fuck is...
Hi, guys.
Yeah.
Hello. Hi. Hello. Hello. Hi. I'm Lex.
I'm Tom.
And this is Apartment 408.
The podcast.
The podcast where... This is Apartment 408, the podcast. Your favorite podcast,
okay.
Right? Your favorite podcast where your favorite people talk about your favorite shit. We got it.
I don't know if we got it, but that's it.
That's it. But I don't know if we got it. Anyway, hola. Senors and senoritas. Cheesy gorditas. This is a very, very, very exciting week. And whores.
Don't forget the whores. How you say that in Spanish? I just want to shout out the whores.
Whores. Ors.
Ores.
Ors.
Ors.
Ors. Hola. Os.
Hola, ors.
Let's...
Be serious.
Yeah. So, this is a very exciting week because it is our birthday week. Yay. Me and Tom's birthdays are 2 days apart. And we're excited because, boom, here we go. This is our week.
We are excited.
Yeah. What?
And we was like kind of like presumptuous, bro.
We're very excited. I love birthdays. I've taken them seriously all my life.
I have not.
And he has not. But I'm super duper ridiculously excited because this year we are finally actually intentionally celebrating together. Any other year has been like we celebrate together because just as my best friend and we want to do stuff, like, you know what I mean?
That's intentional, Joe.
Yeah, right. But like, not like we never planned anything. Like if I do something for my birthday, like, yeah, he's going to be there, and I'm always checking to see what you doing for your birthday.
Nothing.
Right, but we gotta do something. Like it be that kind of vibe. But this year we're having a party. We're having a fucking summertime players ball. And I don't know if you guys can see like how big my smile just got. But it got a little bigger than it was when we first started seeing. It's gonna be a good time. I'm very, very excited. The party is Sunday. And it's kind of a big deal. We definitely went out for this, John. So we're very excited, and we can't wait to see you guys. Well, you know, not to fuck all of y'all. Whoever got an invitation, we can't wait to see y'all there. But yeah, I'm very excited. The party is going to be great. The festivities that we enjoy together. Just this weekend is going to be fun too. We're not doing a whole bunch, of course, because the party is the big thing. So we will drink this weekend, but I'm just very excited about the party. So I'm not going to say like in honor of our birthdays, but just...
That sound real, we did.
I know. Oh yeah, okay, that don't sound great. But today we're just going to kind of talk about being grown. Like we're in our 30s now, and maybe we're not really as grown up as some people in their 30s are, but I like to think that we do a pretty good job at being grown up.
And I'm more grown up than a lot of other people in their 30s. So like,
no, for sure.
I told you, I have always been fine with being mediocre.
Okay.
In most things. The middle is not that bad.
The middle is not bad. The middle's not bad. So, we're going to discuss like just, early 20s, what we expected. Then like as we kind of went through our 20s, what were our expectations, and then like now just being in our 30s, what is it that we realize about life that we had not really understood as young adults. We did a lot of ridiculousness as young adults. We did a lot of crazy things as young adults, but I do feel like we still, I don't know, maybe had these thoughts of like what life would look like. And then now in our 30s, like with our careers and our children and all of those other things, what, just realizing what your 30s actually kind of is. So, you caught some cases in your early 20s, right? Did you did you have any expectations? Like before, in the midst of, or like after?
I mean, we starting with early 20s.
You're like an adult, right?
But I caught my first case before I turned 20. So it was like...
Did you?
Yeah. As soon as I got off the porch.
I'm not remembering that right. Okay, well.
Yeah, shit happens. But I think I think mid 20s is when I really started getting like expectations for life. Early 20s, I think I was like in a blur. It was more so like I didn't expect to make it to my mid 20s. So it was never like we can talk about shit. Like, I know me and my homies always go, it's gonna be ill like when we get older. But deep down I was always like, I see you niggas on the other side. Like I never really expected. I didn't really have like expectations for life until I guess like mid to late 20s.
Okay.
I started to want to be here, or started to expect to be here.
Okay. I like that. I hate that you ever felt like I probably don't even make it, but I love that at some point you did get to a space where you was like, all right, like.
It was late, but it still happened.
Even still, like I think that's a thing, because I know, and it's crazy because we just talked about before we started recording, we talked about another guy from our neighborhood that just got killed. What'd you say, yesterday?
I believe so. I didn't get no information.
But it is what it is. Like that's just how it is. On that block, like in that
in our area,
it's just kind of crazy and very scary. That's how you think. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not foreign.
It's normal.
It's very normal.
It's too normal.
It's too normal, because I think that my response should have been like, really? Like, you didn't think? But when you said it, I was like, oh, okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah. That fucking sucks.
I mean, but we've been around it for so long. Like,
that fucking sucks.
I mean, it's a terrible place to... mentally, it's a terrible place to be. But I feel like we all were or are there, and just nobody just really talks about it. Like, we all was running around just like even like back in the day, like when like we cried when people died, but nobody ever grieved properly. It was always back on your own bullshit, or now it's motherfuckers is trying to figure out some other bullshit because it's just perpetuating the cycle, but it was never like, I'm gonna sit down and like,
excuse me,
really like think this through and work with my emotions. It was like, I'm gonna cry because everybody out here, and 9 out of 10 of niggas only really cry because we always together drinking or high.
And
that's when you saw a few tears or whatever. but then the next day you back on the same angles that got your man killed, or it just like it was just
yeah, just how it was, how it is.
I say still niggas going through it.
Yeah, but that's why I switched it right back up. It's not a was, it's a is. The neighborhood has not changed. So
it was me. Well, personally,
that was your
early 20s. I didn't have no real expectation. It was just like have the fun that you can have now because it could all be over tomorrow.
Yeah.
What about you? How was your? What was your expectations?
So I had very high expectations in my early 20s. Because if you guys tuned into episode 1, backtrack, you're more than welcome to go watch and catch up. I moved into my apartment at 19. So, and I had already been in my career at that point. Where I work now is where I worked then. So I had very high expectations of what my life would look like when I was in my early 20s, because I had already moved out of my mom's house. I had my son. I wasn't completely sold on the medical field, to be perfectly honest. When I went to school,
yes, I remember. I remember vividly a talk or two about quitting.
Yeah, because I wasn't sold on it. Like, the medical field was not my thing.
Didn't realize it was your thing.
Right, I didn't realize it was my thing. I literally went to school because the program was 13 months, and I had 13 months in me. You know what I mean? Like, it was one of them type situations. Like, I'm working at Dunkin' Donuts. I make $7.25 an hour. I worked at Wendy's and Dunkin' Donuts.
Both at the same time?
Mm-hmm. And
this was after you liked the Models at one point, didn't you?
Yeah, I worked at Models when I was like first pregnant. I was 16, going on 17. That's when you got
your frustration mark, right?
Yes.
That's the only reason I remember that. I just remember when you first
I left the hospital and you bought me Crown Fried Chicken. I had called you at the hospital, I think. And I was like, can you bring me Crown Fried Chicken? I don't think I told you I was in the hospital.
I think you did. That's probably how you good on me into fried chicken.
Oh, okay. Pride.
You ain't say I just popped my forehead and I'm cool. Just like, I was in the hospital and then went fried chicken.
I had to cry fried chicken. I didn't know. Models was 16 years old. 16, 17. That's funny as shit. Shut up, dummy. But yeah. So I was like, I got 13 months in me to go to school to make make more money than I do now. I had already had.
That's kind of how I got into my field.
Okay. Yeah, because it's like if it's not a long time.
I had to drop out of college. It was
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I got 12 months to.
Right. Yeah. To like, go hard into this education shit, and
if it don't work out, then I'm back to the.
A year is definitely some shit that you could sink your teeth into and be like, I got this. Like, I can for sure go hard for this amount of time and see what comes out at the end. I think I'm very impatient, and I think that trade school was made for people like me. Give me a time frame and show me what comes out of that time frame, and I could for sure do it. Like, I went back to college. I don't even know how many times at this point. I cannot count on one hand. It's been at least.
So you go back. At least you go back.
Yeah, I go back all the time, and it's so crazy because I'll go back and I'll pay for a class out of pocket. Only thing is, I need to finish with some stuff at least within 10 years, and that's if I decide to pursue anything else in this field, which I'm not sure what that looks like for me anymore. I'll have to reassess it, but nothing is outside of my grasp. If I wanted to just keep going, you know what I mean? Like one class every 2 semesters or some shit like that, I can make it work. But I had very high expectations in my early 20s because of all of those things, because I had already moved out, because I had a job that was paying me good money, and I could always make good money there. And also because I had a son. So my expectations at a very young, in my early 20s were like, I'm gonna make it. I have to, you know what I mean? Like.
So you had number one when you was.
My oldest?
Yeah.
I was 17.
17?
Yeah.
Okay.
So my view was, it was just already different.
It had to be.
It had to be. Yeah, it was.
Well, it had to be because
I for sure could have, chose whatever other route, but
you could have left Isaiah.
My expectations in my early 20s were high. Like, at my age now.
All right, question, right? Your expectations for your... do you feel like you have achieved what you thought from your early 20s, or do you feel like you did better? Like balance it out. Like,
okay, so
from what you expected to what you are you think you're better off, not as good? And I'm talking all aspects, financially,
right?
Like, just as a person, like, how do you feel like you how do you?
I think I made out. I think I made out for sure. I don't think that the only thing that I didn't see for me was marriage and a divorce already. I think that's the only difference.
Was it did you expect marriage and still be together, or did you didn't expect marriage by the
I think I expected marriage.
Okay.
Yeah. So I feel like I hit my marks. Financially now in my 30s, I want more money, but I think my expectations for my early 20s, I think I'm about what I would have wanted to make at this point.
And in your early 20s, what you make now.
Right, yeah, was wow back then. Yeah. What?
I say shit, like, if you ask 20-something-year-old me and give him what I got now, he'd be cool.
I say all the time.
Fucking shit up.
I could have went to nursing school. So me in nursing school was longer than it would have been because I ended up having my second child in the middle of school. But if I would have went to the nursing program that I went to when I was that age, I say it all the time. Like, I'm so happy I didn't find that school then, because there was no reason I should not have been making as much money at that age. I was already way too reckless. I was too wild. I do not think that I would have still held a nursing license at this point if I would have had it at that age.
Yeah.
I don't think that I should have been making that much money that young. So I think that it went exactly the way it was supposed to go for my 30-year-old sake.
Yeah, because you would have had stories.
I'd have had hella stories, but I probably also, I did not need that much money at that age. For sure. Like, when I first became a nurse, the amount of money that I was making, 19, 20-year-old Lex did not need that. At fucking all. Bruh. No. No.
And you don't realize that shit until, like obviously it's like...
Yeah.
More mature mind looking back. Because I remember, I think I was about 22. I came into a little bit of money, but it wasn't so much traced by the government. Let's just
okay.
So I went to my dad. I need you to co-sign this Camaro. He said, I co-sign a car for you. Not that.
Right.
I said, oh man, why not?
Because he knows. He knew.
He said, because I want you to be here tomorrow. He said, and then he told me a story. I don't know if it was a Camaro or it was like, I think it was a Challenger. Like, when Challenger first came out back when he was in, he tried to get his dad the co-sign. I think it was a canary yellow Challenger.
Excuse me.
And I asked him to co-sign me. It was a canary yellow
Camaro.
Yeah. He said, nah.
He probably had a flashback like,
exactly what he said. He said, my dad saved my life, and saved yours.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking about, like, the 17 cars I crashed after that that couldn't even make it to the speed that jump.
Yeah, no.
I crashed my Grand Prix. Got the insurance money. bought the same Grand Prix back from the junkyard, paid to get it fixed, and crashed the Grand Prix.
What?
Mm-hmm. Because I like the car.
So you couldn't get a different one?
I like that car.
Okay. And then crashed it again.
Mm-hmm.
You was a crashing ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I for sure remember that.
I can admit that.
Crashed her. Me and Mike crashed a couple times.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like if you outside, bro, if you outside, then everybody got a mishap or two.
Yeah. You know what I think saved me?
What?
Y'all was driving before me.
Yeah, we just fucking chaperone you. Listen, what didn't save me was it was like
so I didn't have anything.
y'all niggas. It was always somebody asleep in my fucking backseat. I'm just like,
you gotta be careful.
Then I get everybody home and be like, phew.
now that we're safe, you can finally bang out. That's
Bro.
really how it happened. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
I love you.
Yo, I remember.
You really always made sure it was good. Wow, you would exert.
Shut up! Don't touch me.
You would exert all your sober energy to make sure that we were safe.
Alive, yeah. I remember I dropped y'all off on Bavaria Street. After I got everybody home, I think I got all your back to Bavaria Street. I got to 17th Street and hit a fucking pole.
You got 1,000 feet away.
Got out, listen. Woke up, got out the car. Motherfuckers out there was like, yo, we got you, just go. Because I ain't hit nobody shit. But that pole and I was slick. So I'm like, and I fucking walked off. They towed the fucking car. That joint was out of yeah.
So that was early 20s.
Yeah.
Mid 20s. When did you get to the point where you felt like you were going to be here, or you were no longer expecting to not be here?
I felt like I had to be here probably around like 25. Like I had my daughter at like 23, and it still wasn't like completely like I slowed down. Like I stopped doing a lot of shit. Stopped being with a lot of people. Like I changed a lot of shit around, but I still had the mentality of like
you weren't too far removed from it.
Yeah, it was. I still had like the more so like it is what it is. Like it
is what it is. Yeah.
But I think around like 25, 26 is like when when you got a baby, it's a baby. Like and you love the baby, whatever. But like when it's like when you see it's like completely dependent on you, like a baby just be like anybody can give it a bottle, like. She's smiling at me like I feel like she's smiling at me.
Yeah. But she's just smiling.
Yeah. But when you turn around and it's this fucking 3-year-old who needs you or fucking you just sitting there
and is expecting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you sitting there and it just got an attitude, but it's your attitude. And can't nobody figure out that attitude because it's you. You the only person who can help that along. That mom don't know that part of her because that's not her.
That's not her. Mm-hmm.
And that type of shit is when I first started like really like, no, I gotta be here. I gotta be here. What the fuck?
You is popular.
Why is your phone on vibrate?
You is Poplar Street. That was so
corny. Trash. Every point.
I've had better. You always want. My jokes is fun.
Yeah, but not
I've
fun
had better.
Yeah.
I've had way better. But okay.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
So around that time, that's when I really cause I was in the electrical field. So let me say I graduated trade school in 2011. So yeah, I was in the field for probably like 2 years when my daughter got here. think exactly 2 years when she got here. So that's when like I started taking my career more serious, and yeah, so that's when I started trying to
Really, make sure you was here.
rise to the cream of the crop.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's solid.
And I think that's when I OD'd on life insurance around that time. Yeah, I think I got less now, but I think I had
fucking $1 billion policy.
it was at least I had at least $250,000.
Okay.
I think I had more than that, but I know for sure I had like at least $250,000.
I don't think that's OD. I think I got a quarter. I think I got a $500,000.
$500,000 now?
I think
But I had like $250,000, like 23. What's wrong?
They probably listen. You live where you live at.
I said this baby gonna be alright.
I gotta check mine. I think yeah.
I know I got less than that. Well, no, I might have the same amount. I think I did go from $250,000 up to like $500,000 or some shit. But I think I'm probably back down to $250,000. You know. Some policies had the less.
Yeah. I was in the same space. No. I had a second one by my mid-20s.
Yeah.
So it was even bigger for me. But then I got married mid-20s too. So yeah, I think my expectations skyrocketed at that point. Like huge house.
I said you like you like the restful of moving.
Listen, we are moving on up, okay? Yeah, child. Mid-20s. Mid-20s, my expectations skyrocketed. At that point, I was looking at life like two income household, 2 kids, not having any more. Like I had kind of settled on the fact that I wasn't going to have any more kids. I was married, so my life, the structure of what my family looked like was already set in place.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, it's like it can only go up from here. That was mid-20s.
Now, question again.
Question.
Your expectations for mid-20s.
So what my life looks like now.
How does that level out?
I for sure didn't see me married and divorced.
That is okay.
That's the standard.
It's the divorce part that you keep bringing up, but that's, the game's the game.
I think I wanted I'm where I'm good. I think I am
still where
financially, mentally where I wanted to be in mid-20s, or what I had my expectations set out to be, because I hadn't gotten to the position that I am now when I had first got married. So those expectations, it still was like, I make good money, and I could make really good money. Overtime was always available. You know what I mean? Like I could do those things, and I could make good money, and I think, I think I'm where I expected I would be. I think that the difference is probably the home that I have. I expected something bigger. I expected something bigger.
Okay. Even though you live in an apartment 408, but whatever.
Yeah.
But okay.
So I'm about where.
So pretty much.
I've stayed the course.
You've been killing this shit. You've been killing this life shit from the get.
No.
That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. You like life, piece of cake.
Whoa. No, but I think I talked about this a little bit before, like in the past episodes or whatever. I think that the places that I fall short in fall very short in a lot of places, but the spaces that I excel, I really excel at. And I think for me, professionally, career-wise, that is something that I...
Listen, I give you your props all the time. Professionally, you smoke shit.
Yeah,
you definitely smoke shit.
The career aspect of my life is where I excel. Everything else, I think I have to go so hard in my career because it's 26. If I got 26 things in my life, that's number one. And then there's 25 things that I fuck up all the time. So,
yeah, come on.
So,
she said, I'm only good at this.
I'm only good at this. You want me to make $1? I will manufacture that shit. And you know what? It's not even about, it's honestly, it's really not even about like making the money. I make what I make because I really do excel at my job. Like when like you said, like you didn't know that the medical field was your thing. Like I didn't know at that point, or you know, I didn't expect it to be my thing. This is my thing.
For sure.
This is my thing. So yeah, that's just the one. I think that is just. I'm not gonna say the one thing, but I'll say that is one of the things that I have a handle on, or things in my life that I have a little bit of control of, that I excel at.
All right, so just for shits and giggles, when we're speaking of like expectations, right? What were, or so like, are financially like financially you have been meeting your marks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what other expectations did you have? Like any, like did you see, like where were you at, like socially or romantically
in those spaces? I think I don't think that I had any expectations of like different social demands or like what I expected of myself socially. I feel like
you ain't see you and your bitches like Sex in the City. Like you ain't think that y'all was gonna be, you know.
Oh, for sure.
Sipping mimosas.
Oh, for sure. What? I drink dirty martinis now because as my early 20s, that was like a thing.
But I think most women, well, I ain't gonna say most, but the average woman I think has that dream, like you said.
Yeah.
You and your bitches gonna be boss bitches, and y'all gonna have really saying y'all. So in that aspect, like did your social group change?
My social group did not change, and that's not nothing I ever wanted to change.
That's what I'm saying. Like so, like socially, are you where you thought you were gonna be? Like, are you and the people that you thought was gonna be around still around? Are y'all doing the things that you expected to do?
Yeah, not as freely or as often.
Because at that age, you don't realize, even though you're like, I want to be this person, and I want to have 3 kids and a husband.
Right, exactly. At that age, you don't realize all that it comes with having 3 kids and a husband and a career, and like
it comes with seeing your friend once every 6
it comes with seeing your friends less. Child.
Or at all, not seeing them at all.
Right,
just being able to pick up the phone every once in a while, like, and everything still be.
Yeah. So I think that's like a realization now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, that's for sure more of a realization. Like, because I've always thought of, first of all of us would have been married at this point. And we all would have had at least one child. And we would have picked our one day during the week where our husbands go pick up the kids and we get together, and maybe that's their play date, like whatever, and we have that time. Like, I always...
Did that happen?
No! What? Only one of us is married. One of us doesn't have any kids. Everybody's children are so far apart in age.
You can't be fucking so early.
I was fast.
You couldn't wait for us?
I know. Not even a second time around.
I'm about to say, you just had to have uncles for our kids.
Like, they can't even be cousins. Uncle Bo. Child. But, yeah, socially, no. But I don't think that's like, I don't think it's something that can't happen. It's just not realistic.
Yeah, because I know for a fact socially I'm not where I don't even.
First of all, bitch, I be tired after work. I gotta get myself together. My job requires a lot of brain activity, and that shit'll tire you out more than fucking physical work.
Like, I'm thinking
Or
like,
just about.
the niggas that I thought was gonna be like, half of them niggas like don't even speak to me.
Yeah.
And the other half, we be so fucking busy, like.
Right. Everybody does have kids,
Yeah.
and everybody is well into their careers. And,
See, like I see y'all more often because like it just became more of a like the apartment 408 of it all. Like it don't gotta be an event or
right. Yeah, we gather because
just
that's
like,
just
because I did as I can get off work and we gonna link up. I can go to sleep. I'm gonna take a 3-hour nap, wake up and start drinking with y'all. Like,
yeah.
I can do that because like it's
us.
Yeah. But with my brothers, it got to be like an event. It'd be like, oh, this is happening, and then then 9 times out of 10, two. It was only like 3 of us left.
Like the party on Sunday.
Yeah, but somebody ain't gonna be there.
And it is what it is.
Got work
because that's life.
Yeah. And the other one, I think he gonna be there, but might not be.
Cause life.
Yeah. So I know socially, I'm not where I expected to be. I thought we always gonna be like, I thought we still, at that age, you think you'd still be moving as a unit, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Niggas is grown.
For sure. I see that. Yeah, absolutely. You really do feel like, what is there that could separate us? Like, what could, but it's not even about like you guys being separated. It's just, life is life, and I got my own kids and my own family and my own career and my own person.
Unless we just said fuck it and went into business together, like
right, yeah, exactly.
Life is going, your schedule, my schedule, my schedule. Like, it's just a game of games. So socially, I'm not where I thought I was gonna be. I think financially, I took a lot of in the last few years. I took a lot of hits that I didn't expect. But I feel like I'm heading back to where I'm supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like it's close. Like cause I ain't fucked up.
Right.
I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Like it just a couple things that wasn't supposed to happen or that I didn't expect to happen.
Yeah.
But so like I don't think I'm not at the spot I was supposed to be. Well, I thought I was supposed to be at this age. But I don't think I'm too far behind. I don't think I'm too far off.
Yeah, I think you're doing great, honestly.
That's because you love me, but...
No. No.
You see me on the corner asking for change. Baby, you're doing great.
You are, you know what?
You are doing swell. Take this $1. Matter of fact, take 2. You want a biscuit? You deserve it.
I can get you a milk and give you this $2. How you feel about that?
I'll be out there like fucking, was it Eddie King? What, 500 beats? Ta-da! And you just gonna listen to me sing with your Gucci ass.
Child.
But no.
Indian style. On the little grassy part on the boulevard. Feet up, kicking. Just happy to be here. Just happy to hear you, baby.
No, I guess what other expectations? Like I said, financially.
Yeah, socially. Romantically.
I've never had expectations.
I think that is so crazy.
What? That I never had expectations?
Yeah, like what?
Because it was always just like, always been if you around, you around type motherfucker. Like, I don't mind you being around, but I don't mind you not being around. Like,
that is so crazy. What? I get somebody, I like them. I start pairing my name with their last name.
That's not how niggas work, though.
How does it sound? They sound cute.
That's not how niggas work.
Then, like, I had my daughter's name for so long. I always, how that sound? My daughter's name with your last name. I'm like, he probably ain't the one.
This ain't gonna work.
Yeah. If the name don't go, you probably not the one.
My daughter can't be a DeMarco.
Because I have her name. I hope you like it. How soon is too soon to tell her what I want to name my baby? I did recently talk to a guy about like if I had another boy, what I would name my third boy. That it was our first date, but I wasn't. It wasn't like that. It was not. It was just kind of like how we had the conversation and
Have
like
y'all
how
set
it
up a
went.
second date?
Yes, actually.
Are you sure?
Text every day since. Yes, but I'm cracking up because it wasn't like that. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I'm having such a great time. Like, I think, like, no, it did not go like
We
that.
should name him.
It was just the way the conversation went and just like how it went. It just wasn't, because I've never discussed that with nobody on the first date. I think that's funny that it happened, but
I don't know what we're talking about, but I don't think I'll be meeting them.
Anyway, yeah, what do we say romantically? So you didn't have no expectations ever. And you still don't have any now? Wow.
I'm a ride the wave type of guy.
I understand. I wish I was like that.
See, because, like, all right, socially, I had expectations, like, because it was like, you know, it's the delusion that you're given.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is my real family. We're going to be together forever. Ride or die. It's bros over hoes. You feel like that's the delusion that you're given until, like, you actually become an adult. Man, that's not really.
That's not really what it, yeah.
But, you know, romantically, niggas, we not twerk. Well, not growing up in the hood. Like, I've worked with people and heard they're like, or went to school, people heard their take on, like, marriage and shit, right? And that, for a long time, it was like, it was so foreign, it was fascinating, because, like, like, because I talk about is these two dudes I worked with, cousins, two white guys. They were almost like devastated that they weren't like married yet, and one of them wanted to be a hoe so bad. Like, he wanted to be outside and like, and all he talked about was girls and everything. But it was like his family and everybody was like, you ain't white. And then the other cousin, he couldn't pull a chick to save his soul, so he just wanted to be loved. And then like, so the player cousin actually ended up getting engaged to somebody, and the not player cousin hated her, right? So they were like best friends. Not player cousin hated her. He like, she treat my cousin like shit. She's not attractive. Like he hated her guts, but the cousin was marrying her, and he like he don't even let him, like, we like, what, you just want to hang out with him more? It was like, he's like, yeah. He really like, he missed his brother. But then he went and, but when he found the girl, right, and it was funny as shit because he started like doing Tinder and shit, right, and Tinder got him, I think he like went like 3 in a row. He was like 3 in a row on Tinder. When I might be exaggerating, but I think he was a virgin beforehand. Like, we were like mid-20s by this time, right? And, you know, to each his own. But I think like the second or third one that he ended up, like, you know, dealing with, he talked shit about her, right? He's like, we know we kind of more interested in his life, so we like, who playing around with him a little bit, like, who you got now? What up? So he's showing a picture, like, in the first one, he kind of was like a little proud about, right? Yeah, that's why I do. All right, yeah, we see you. Right. When it came to the one that he ended up actually marrying, when it came to her, it was like, she's kind of frumpy with her, but like, I like her. She like her titties. Like, that's what you're saying. Like, he wasn't really attracted to her, which is like somebody. But then it went from that to like they were dating, and then from dating to married. It was like, but it was like it was just all the pressure of they needed to be married. Like,
I hate that for them.
And I was like, but it's I don't particularly like it either, but it's just the way our different worlds are set up. But my thing is like, if our community is like habitual bachelors and their community is like habitually fucking married, theirs is working out more for them. If we all unhappy, maybe we might want to adopt that shit a little bit more. Like, cause I'm gonna be unhappy. Cause how about this? I'm probably unhappy with this chick. Why not marry her and like build a financial like strong forward? Like that's what be more so for them. Like, cause like I remember the one cousin was like, she came for money. The dad was helping them buy their house. Like, so it was more so like not so much who he was attracted to. It was more so like who would this work with.
That makes me think about arranged marriages.
Yeah.
Not that it's arranged, but
no,
that's what you. That's the intent behind it is to build.
Yeah. Infrastructure.
Yeah.
Which I can understand that, but I just can we do this without having a hunch? Cause we just here to build an infrastructure and we like, yo, we just going. Can I still have my pretty holes? I'm just asking.
Because then who do you have kids with?
The ugly one. My kids ain't gotta be cute. Or they gonna catch my cute?
Okay.
Man, you know kids can catch your cute.
Yes, they for sure can. Because their oldest one is cute because of me.
Listen, my daughter look just like me. She fire.
She do. It's so crazy. Like now that as she's getting older, I'm like, oh, look at little tiny face.
Twin.
On a girl.
Fire. I ain't know I was gonna be that pretty. You know?
Oh, look at little lady top down. I love that for y'all.
But
I really do.
Freaking what was we saying?
Romantically.
Yes. So like, all right. So romantically, never really had expectations. So I'm right where I'm supposed to be then.
Still with no expectations. Still not married. Still.
I feel like I'm killing this shit right now. You see,
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And you?
I mean, I've said it a few times. I just didn't expect to be divorced. But honestly, I like the experience that it gave me. I think going through what I went through in my mid-20s to early 30s, I think I'm better equipped for my actual forever. That relationship taught me a lot about myself, and it kind of just reinforced some stuff for me, because I think one of our big things was like what marriage looks like. Like she would say all the time, like, no wife of mine, or like that's not what marriage looks like. But everything that she would say, like, no wife of mine, would be like,
things to be you.
Yeah.
She's like, no wife of mine, it'd be you.
Yeah, and a lot of times that's what it felt like. Yeah. Like, the fuck? Like, what do you mean? Like, so who I was didn't fit her mold, or didn't fit what she saw, I guess, for her wife, and like,
But that's a big thing but once again, like if you're going into it for love.
Right. And but I've also learned now, like, love will never be enough. Ever. And I think that, that's another reason why I'm really big on, like, building a friendship, and, like, a foundation very solid on, like, we not bullshitting. Mm-hmm. You get all of who I am. I want all of who you are. Be 100% honest. And understand that even if we do fall in love, it could look like forever, but how are we doing this? What does this look like to you? If it's so far opposites, it's probably not going to work in the long run. Mm-hmm. Because on those days, or for those months, possibly, that I've experienced and I know, very well can happen in a relationship, that I'm not madly in love with you, what do I look to make sure that we stand strong and we stay firm? Like, for me, I know, like, I'm not leaving my friend. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if I know you in that space, like, just your person and, like, how great of a human you are, like, that person I'm not leaving behind. And as burnt out as I am right now, I know enough about my friend, about that foundation that I have with somebody, that this is not a place where I need to walk away or be selfish, or you know what I mean. Like I just know that love isn't enough, and I think that that experience with my ex was just love and nothing else. Like I don't think it was built on much. I think we fell in love, and we were so in love that we made each other what we wanted, and we kind of just got married. And then in the midst of the marriage, we ended up being married so long because we both took our vows seriously. You know what I mean? Like
married now, yeah.
Right? Yeah. Like I'm married. We gotta fight for this. We gotta do this.
Going to jail now. Like,
but baby,
if
that's
not what
it was.
Ain't no switching up.
Yeah, no.
Until y'all switched
until
up.
we switched up. But we had to. You know what I mean? Like we literally had no choice. It's not going to work.
Yeah, I probably would have knocked on the door and been like blood on the wall or something.
Yeah, like it just got too bad. Like this was just not it. So I think that though, you know, in my 30s, my romantic life doesn't look like what I expected it to. In my early 20s or in my mid 20s, I think that now I'm more equipped to have what I expected back then because of the experience that I've had. So even though, you know, I don't have it right now, when I get it, that shit gonna be fire.
Okay, Mrs. Early 30s, right?
Mm-hmm.
What does mid to late 30s look like for you? How do you feel? Like, what's your expectation for the late 30s? Or we'll call it 40. Let's call it 40. I was going late 30s for you because 40s is a long way
off for me.
Yeah. Next 5 years. You don't gotta put an age on it.
Okay.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years,
and we'll revisit this podcast in 5 years.
In 5 years, okay.
On that episode when we'll talk about it.
Did you get there?
Yeah.
So I think in 5 years, see, 5 years is such a short amount of time. I know that now. Mm-hmm. that I'm older, because what I want to say is in 5 years I'm gonna be done having kids, but to want 2 more kids and say be done having kids in 5 years,
I told you I was
is a little crazy. But in 5 years, honestly, I do see myself still in the same company. Mm-hmm. Not sure if I see myself in the same position still. But I do see myself 9 to 5 life being still in the same company. As far as my outside business ventures, I hope that they excel. I have a really fun, exciting, like dream business that I'm building currently with my sister. And I see that I'm very passionate about that. So that gets me very excited. So in 5 years, I see that being like exactly what her and I have meetings about. And I see that really being exactly what I want it to be. Mm-hmm. I do, honestly, I see Apartment 408, the podcast, being a situation. I know that we've talked about it slightly in the past. Like, you don't expect it to be nothing. It's just a platform for us to be able to talk and, you know, get our shit out.
See, no, but I feel like, no, that sentence is you're not saying it right.
Okay, nothing.
I have no expectations for it.
Right, okay, you don't have any expectations. And I honestly don't have any expectations for it, but I feel like the more that we discuss and the more that we record and the more that we, you know what I mean? Like, I see more for it. So, but we are talking expectations. We are, okay, all right. But my outside business ventures, I know that being an entrepreneur is a huge thing. And I know some people who have been entrepreneurs for years and have been able to quit their jobs, but have to go back to a different job and things of that nature. And that's why I still see myself still with the company. Not only because I know I'm going to need it for a while too, to continue to be able to fund my, you know, future endeavors, but also because I do like what I do. And liking what you do will keep you there a little bit longer. Like, you know what I mean? So Especially with like I like upper management and all of those other things. Like I don't want them. I want to still have that and build what we're building within our company. I want to continue with that. So I guess that's career wise. I won't really say what my expectations are financially. I better have more money. But I don't think that I don't have too much of an expectation there because I know that I'm going to be spending a lot of money on my outside endeavors. So I'm not really looking at finances being like this crazy skyrocket of something. Trying to be realistic within it. I think that I'll remain comfortable while continuing to go on these endeavors until, my expectations in my 10 years is going to be like, bitch, what you saying? Romantically, I won, boo.
You be so bright out and bushy tailed.
I love, but I do expect to be in a relationship within the next 5 years. I'm not going to say like, oh, in 5 years it's going to be a ring on his finger. Like, I don't know, because I am a lot more. I won't say cautious because I don't think that I am cautious when it comes to being in a relationship. But I will say,
you threw caution to the wind about
cautious
27 years.
Come on now. But I do I expect somebody to recognize all of this amazingness and be like,
that's the one.
Yeah, let me tie that bitch down. Let me get her.
Let me hog tie that hoe.
Let me hog tie that hoe. You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to be
horde.
So yeah, career-wise, financially, and romantically, that's what I expect. My kids will be big. Within the next 5 years, I'll have an adult.
Yeah.
That's major.
Yeah.
One of my kids will be an adult. So
for a couple years.
So I feel like yeah, I don't know. I want that to be amazing. I want to make sure he's set in the next 5 years. I want to make sure that if he decides to stay or go, that he's comfortable either way. And then socially, 5 years, like I feel like, my friends should be comfortable in some spaces. To where all of that Sex in the City shit can happen.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, we're all about the same age. Get a few things out of the way, settle into some stuff, and it not just be.
Cause Sex and the City, them bitches was old.
Yeah, that is true.
Or they look old. They could have been 26. Bananas. But
yeah. So yeah, I do want that, like, socially be able to at least once a month, whether it be one weekday out of the month or one weekend out of the month, where me and my friends,
like how we were
supposed to be starting this FTK monthly thing. We should actually do that so that we can lock it in and it be a thing that we really just do.
Yeah, 5 years.
No.
What?
We've been talking about it for like a year now.
I'm saying it still be a thing in 5 years.
Yeah.
Not
so it's still a thing in 5 years. Yeah, I'm like, Lord of mercy.
Yeah, we can start next year.
But yeah, socially, I want, Sex in the City plus time. And then more like girlfriends, I guess. Yeah, and all of those things. Like, I think the next 5 years is going to be fun.
I will not be your William.
Who am I? Maya?
Why would you be Maya?
Because Maya got a child.
The
Which
fact
one is
that I
Maya?
know the one with the child. But she's the broke one.
Oh, yeah, because she was Jones' assistant.
That'll be me.
Tony ended up having a baby.
With a white man.
I'm Tony.
Why do I know so much about that show?
It was a great show. So you, in 5 years, what do you see?
Next time on Apartment 4.
Oh my God. Back to zero expectations, I guess.
So truthfully, I feel like
you're gonna be rather close to 40 in 5 years.
no, rather
I'm
close.
talking like-
Yeah, me and 40 gonna be like sexting. That's how close we gonna be. Like, no, I really. This is weird, like, cause I have great hopes for the next 5 years, but no actual expectations. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like, I know where I'm headed now. You know what I mean? Like, I got my roadmap. But I don't really got like, oh, I'm gonna be at this point in it. Like, I am going to, venture out into the entrepreneur scene finally. Stop being a fucking pussy scaredy cat.
Pussy.
Cause I'm pussy. I'm pussy.
We talked about this before too.
Yeah.
Like, just do it. Yeah.
But
I know what you're talking about, but you don't be doing it.
Because like a lot of time, like you said, going into the entrepreneur part of it is like leaving behind a 9 to 5 and leaving behind a steady check. And that scares the fuck out of me. But it's gonna happen. Actually, I think sooner than later. In more than one aspect, actually. And then even like career wise, I think like I'm on the right path with that. I think I'm on a pretty good path romantically.
Okay.
No, like I said, once again, no expectations, but like socially, I am looking for new friends.
Okay. Not to replace though, right? Like
what? So friendship trials, right? They're gonna start next Tuesday.
I had times taking applications.
Cause I just need like just 2 new friends, like to do stuff with.
Yeah, I think that it is. It's really cool to like step out of. Cause like you've been friends with the friends that you have now.
I've been friends with my friends for so long. They're not my friends.
Yeah.
They're my family.
Yeah.
And then you go to not like your family. So I don't even want to be around half my friends. So it's just like I actually hang out with my actual family more than I hang out with my friends.
Yeah. But that's good.
Yeah. No, I fuck with my family.
Right.
Those my niggas. My friendly, they be getting my fucking nerves.
Yeah.
But my family, we've been mothering. I just need like I need a wingman, like a cool bitch to just like I can call like on a Wednesday, like meet me for wings. You know?
Okay.
So
I think that's solid.
In 5 years, I'm gonna have replacement friends.
I don't understand.
Why? That's my expectation for 5 years is to have replacement friends.
But if it's just 2 people,
yeah, they're gonna take place of all y'all. They're gonna be so good, like it's gonna be like all y'all. We can still hang out like on FTK. New friends, and then we can be like castmates. This will really be a job. Put it all online. If this don't work, then we don't work. That's putting a lot into it. I like it.
I hate that.
No?
I hate it real bad.
It looks sad.
I'm absolutely fucking distraught.
Oh my God.
I hate it.
I forgot you can't play with your sentimental ass. Fix your face.
It's not funny at all to me. Here I am preparing a birthday party.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna show up and show out.
See y'all next week.
Bye. I'm done.
No, but okay, that's solid. I think
I'm joking about the friend thing. I really don't like people.
I know. I'm very happy that you love me though. I appreciate it. I really do.
Oh.
It's birthday week.
It's birthday week.
It's birthday weekend.
Sure.
And it's going to be a great weekend. It's going to be a live-ass weekend.
I mean, okay.
It's going to be disgusting.
That's like one of my favorite words.
Mm-hmm. So, in our 30s, we have learned that at 20, in your 20s, you can have goals.
No, we learned that in your 20s, all your expectations and shit, unless your name is fucking Alexis, and you just reach all your expectations because you think you're better than everybody.
If you are a fuck up of a person, find something that you're really good at and go hard, okay? But
that's actually what I'm probably start doing.
what?
That's why I'm gonna start my entrepreneurship after I get casted in my first Tubi movie. I just feel like I should sit down loud.
Okay.
Once I get my big break in Tubi,
Speaking into existence. Sibbidin bob and dee
That's gonna be stuck in here for the rest of the night.
Babu to be.
You see what you did to yourself?
I know. Fuck. Anyway, happy birthday, Tom Tom.
Thank you. Happy birthday, Lex Lex.
Thank you. See you guys at the party on Sunday. Again, not all of y'all, but the ones that got the invitations. We'll see y'all there.
That's the only people that listen.
And then we'll catch you back here next Friday, my guys. And my girls. And my hotties. Bye, everybody. See you next Friday.
Bye.